Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. 大家晚安，这里是你安心信赖的床边故事机器人一河半。不行，放这只好了。好 ，Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. 大家晚安，这里是转译者系统一河半。Hello， 聊天室现在的话已经有2位想要听床边故事的朋友呢。虽然我们之后的话不只有床边故事，就是欣赏晚安。今天的疲劳有准备好怎么样子来面对呢？欣赏晚安。今天晚上跟你一起睡的是什么样子的孩子呢？对啊，这样听起来好像有点危险。我指的是像是那个泰迪熊那种类型的，不知道你们有没有你们有那个泰迪熊啦，或者臭贝贝之类的东西，有吗？有那种东西吗？有吗？我们也一定是里面每个人都有所以说有时候就会出现那个大量的那个叫什么来着？选手示众之类的嘛，就一大堆的熊都挂在那个外面这样子。对，大概像那种东西。好，然后今天的话，我们今天讲这个故事的话，应该是那个天鹅公主、天鹅王子，没错，应该是我还没有念，但是我稍微看到就这数字的话，好像我大概知道发生什么事情这样子。幸运长晚安，欢迎你再次来到了最幸福的睡眠场所。对，就是这里，这里非常棒。待会我们就准备开始了。Okay. The story is 12 Prince. Is it? Oh, I think I made a mistake. What is that again? Okay, the 12 brothers. 12个兄弟。There were once upon a time a king and a queen who lived happily together and had 12 children, but they were all boys. Then said the king to his wife, "If the 13th child which you are about to bring into the world is a girl, the 12 boys shall die, in order that her possessions may be great, and that the kingdom may fall to her alone." He even caused 12 coffins to be made, and which were already filled with shavings, and in each lay a little death pillow. And he had them taken into a locked-up room, and then he gave the queen the key of it, and bade her not to speak of this to anyone. The mother, however, now sat and lamented all day long, until the youngest son, who was always with her, and whom she had named Benjamin from the Bible, said to her, "Dear mother, why are you so sad?" 晚安，小鬼狼，辛苦了。今天在学校，今天也应该是在学校辛苦，对吧？今天要好好休息哦。我们这边的话会为你默祷，然后希望你明天的话呢，也能够满满的朝气，满满的精力，去迎接下个世界。对呀。好，那我们继续故事。"My dearest child," he answered, "I may not tell you." But he let her have no rest until she went and unlocked the room and showed him the 12 coffins ready filled with shavings. Then she said, "My dearest Benjamin, your father has had these coffins made for you and for your 11 brothers. For if I bring a little girl into the world, you are all to be killed and buried in them." And as she wept while she was saying this, the son comforted her and said, "Weep not, dear mother. We will save ourselves and go hence." But she said, "Go forth into the forest with your 11 brothers, and let one sit constantly on the highest tree which can be found, and keep watch, looking toward the tower here in the castle. If I give birth to a little son, I will put a white flag, and then you may venture to come back. But if I bring a daughter, I will hoist a red flag, and then fly hence as quickly as you are able, and may the good God protect you. And every night I will rise up and pray for you. In winter, that you may be able to warm yourself at a fire, and in summer, that you may not faint away in the heat." After she had blessed her son, therefore, they went forth into the forest. They each kept watch in turn, and sat on the highest oak, and looked toward the tower. When 11 days had passed, and then turn came to Benjamin, he saw that the flag was being raised. It was, however, not the white, but the blood-red flag, which announced that they were all to die. When the brothers heard that, they were very angry and said, "Are we all to suffer death for the sake of a girl? We swear that we will avenge ourselves. Wherever we find a girl, her red blood shall flow." Thereupon they went deeper into the forest, and in the midst of it, where it was the darkest, they found a little bewitched hut, which standing empty. They said, "Here we shall dwell, and you, Benjamin, who are the youngest and weakest, you shall stay at home and keep the house. We others will go out and fetch food." Then they went into the forest and shot hares, birds, wild there, and pigeons, and whatsoever there was to eat. This they took to Benjamin, who had dreaded for them, in order that they might appease their hunger. They lived together 10 years in the little hut, and the time did not appear long to them. The little daughter, which their mother, the queen, had given birth into, was now grown up. She was good of heart and fair of face, and had a golden star on her forehead. Once on a great washing, she saw 12 men's shirts among the things, and asked her mother, "To whom do these 12 shirts belong? For they were far too small for her father." Then the queen answered with a heavy heart, "Dear child, this belongs to your 12 brothers." Said the maiden, "Where are my 12 brothers? I had never heard of them." She replied, "God knows where they are. They are wandering about the world." Then she took the maiden and opened the chamber for her, and showed her the 12 coffins with the shavings and the death pillows. These coffins were destined for your brothers, who went away secretly before you were born. And she related to her how everything had happened. Then said the maiden, "Dear mother, weep not. I will go and seek my brothers." A bit of drink, hold on. So she took the 12 shirts and went forth, and strayed into the great forest. She walked the whole day, and in the evening she came to the bewitched hut. Then she entered it and found a young boy who asked, "From whence do you come, and where are you bound?" and was astonished that she was so beautiful, and wore royal garments, and had a star on her forehead. And she answered, "I am a king's daughter, and am seeking my 12 brothers, and I will walk as far as the sky is blue until I find them." And she showed him the 12 shirts which belonged to him. Then Benjamin saw that she was his sister, and said, "I am Benjamin, your youngest brother." And she began to weep for joy, and Benjamin weeps also. And they kissed and embraced each other with the greatest love. But after this he said, "Dear sister, there is still one difficulty. We have agreed that every maiden who we meet shall die, because we have been obliged to leave our kingdom on account of a girl." Then she said, "I will willingly to die, if by so doing I can save my 12 brothers." Hold on. "No," he answered, "you shall not die. Sit yourself beneath this tub until our 11 brothers come, and then I will soon come to an agreement with them." She did so, and was it the night the others came from hunting, and their dinner was ready. And as they were sitting at the table and eating, they asked, "What news is there?" Benjamin said, "Don't you know anything?" "No," they answered. And then he continued, "You have been in the forest, and I have stayed at home, and yet I know more than you do." "Then tell us," they cried. So he answered, "But promise me that the first maiden who meets us shall not be killed." "Yes," they all cried, "she shall have mercy, only to tell us." Then he said, "Our sister is here." And he lifted out the tub, and the king's daughter came forth in her royal garments, with the golden star on her forehead. And she was beautiful, delicate, and fair. Then they were all rejoiced and fell on her neck, and kissed and loved her with all their hearts. Now she stayed at home with Benjamin and helped him with the work. The 11 went into the forest and caught game, and deer, and birds, and wood pigeons, that they might have food. And the little sister and Benjamin took care to make it ready for them. She sought for the wood for cooking and herbs for vegetables, and put the pans on the fire so that the dinner was always ready when the 11 came. She likewise kept order in the little house, and put beautifully white clean coverings on the little beds, and the brothers were always content and lived in great harmony with her. Once upon a time, the two at home had prepared a wonderful feast, and when they were all together, they sat down and ate and drank and were full of gladness. There was, however, a little garden belonging to the bewitch's house, and wherein stood 12 silly flowers, which are likewise called students' lilies. She wished to give her brothers pleasure, and plucked the 12 flowers, and thought she would present each brother with one while at dinner. But at the self-same moment that she plucked the flowers, the 12 brothers were changed into 12 ravens, and flew away over the forest, and the house and the garden vanished likewise. And now the poor maiden was alone in the wild forest, and when she looked around, an old woman was standing near to her, and she said, "My child, what have you done? Why did you not leave the 12 white flowers growing? They were your brothers, who are now forevermore changed into ravens." The maiden said, weeping, "Is there no way of saving them?" "No," said the woman. "There is but one in the whole world, and it is so hard that you will not save them by it. But you must be dumb for 7 years, and may not speak or laugh, and if you speak one single word, and the only hour of the 7th year is wanting, all is in vain, and your brothers will be killed by the one word." Then said the maiden in her heart, "I know with certainty that I shall set my brothers free," and went and saw the high tree and seated herself in it and spun, and neither spoke nor laughed. Now it so happened that a king was hunting in the forest, who had a great greyhound which ran to the tree on which the maiden was sitting, and sprang about it, whining and barking at her. Then the king came by and saw the beautiful king's daughter with the golden star on her brow, and was so charmed with the beauty he called to her, asked her if she would be his wife. She made no answer, but not a little with her head. 我是听牛跟修女念英文，听哪一只牛？鹿汤吗？是鹿汤吗？还是还有另外其他的牛 ？With her head, so climbed up tree himself, carried her down, placed her on his horse, and bore her home. Then the wedding was solemnized with great magnificence and rejoicing. But the bride neither spoke nor smiled. When they had lived happily together for a few years, the king's mother, who was a wicked woman, began to slander the young queen, and said to the king, "This is a common beggar girl, whom you have brought back with you. Who knows that wicked trick she practiced secretly? Even if she be dumb, not able to speak, she still might laugh for once. But those who do not laugh have bad coincidence." At first the king would not believe it, but the old woman urged it so long, and accused her of so many evil things, that at last the king let himself be persuaded and sentenced her to death. And now a great fire was lighted in the courtyard in which she was to burn, and the king stood above at the window and looked on with tearful eyes, because he still loved the queen so much. And when she was bound fast to the stake, and the fire was licking at her clothes with its red tongue, the last instance of the 7 years expired. Then a wailing sound was heard in the air, and 12 ravens came flying toward the place and sank downwards, and when they touched the earth, they were her 12 brothers, whom she had saved. They tore the fires asunder, extinguished the flames, set their dear sister free, and kissed and embraced her. And now as she dared to open her mouth and speak, she told the skin on why she had been damned and had never laughed. The king rejoiced when he heard that she was innocent, and they were all alive in great unity until their death. The weak stepmother was taken before the judge and put into a barrel filled with boiling oil and venomous snakes, and died an evil death. 12那个是 12 brothers， 跟大家知道的天鹅跟主有点类似，但是中间的东西不太一样。故事的话是这样子的，他是那个说那个有一个王后，有一个国王，他已经有12个儿子了，然后他决定说，如果说那个嫁一个第13个小孩子是女生的话，他就要把前面12个儿子全部处死。然后于是呢，这位母亲的王后的话呢，就跟最小的王子说，叫大家赶快躲到森林里面，然后等到森林里面的话呢，如果看到我在王宫里面立起了红色的旗子，那你们就躲起来，就不要再回来了。对，然后于是呢，后来过了到第12天的时候，最小的王子呢看到了红色的旗子，所以于是的话，这12个王子的话呢，就在就是从此在森林里面生活。然后呢，有一天等到这个第13个小孩，也就是这位那个公主长大之后呢，她发现了12件衣服，她发现有人在洗12件衣服，于是就问起她妈妈有关这些衣服的事情，然后之后才知道原来她有那个12个兄长，然后这12个哥哥的话呢，于是呢，他很勇敢的去找他12个哥哥。一开始的时候，这12个哥哥当中最小的哥哥还担心说，他这个妹妹会因为他们之前下的毒誓，也就是如果说遇到任何一个，因为他们是被因为一个女生的关系，所以说被放逐，然后所以说他们看到女生的话，他们都要动手杀人。可是后来他们没有这样做，然后于是他们在一起生活在一起。结果呢，接着的话呢，这位公主的话做了一件错事，因为他们的屋子外面有12朵白花，然后她想要用12朵白花做些装饰，然后给她的哥哥，然后结果才被这样子之后，巫婆才出来说，这12朵花代表着你的哥哥，你这样把他们拔掉，这样的话他们就永远回不来了。除非你愿意花7年不说话也不露出笑容，这样才能够拯救这样子被诅咒的12个王子。然后呢，他照做了，然后可是事情的话又有一些转折。这个转折就是呢，他被其他国家的国王在打猎的时候看上，所以想要迎娶他。但是呢，因为这样子变成说，因为不会讲话嘛，所以说呢，国王的后母的话呢，就跟他说，他这个小公主一定是个女巫之类的，所以说呢，要把她送上火刑台。然后呢，送上火刑台的时候呢， 刚好这个7年的那个时间到了，所以说既然7年时间到的话，那接着的话呢，我们自然就出现了我们的12个王子，从天而降救了我们的公主，然后同时呢对，没错，然后同时呢后母大人就被丢到一个充满着那滚烫的油跟毒蛇的桶子里面弄到，然后之后煮熟弄到死亡这样子。这个有一点跟我们所知道的好像有点不一样哈。好，好。Hello， 夜幕桑，同时听牛跟修女念英文，牛是哪一位呢？哪一只牛呢？我现在正在偷看 FB 节目表。其实几次念下来的话，其实有种就是比较可惜的是，声音还是太强了。我觉得声音还是太强了，不太像是讲那个床边故事，可能要等到那个气，对，这个就很特别，不是因为你那个太中气十足，所以说才会念得这么累。更正，不是因为那个气不够，所以才会念得这么累，而是正是因为那个气。我在讲什么？重来。不是因为气太够，所以没办法轻声细语，而是因为气不够，所以没办法轻声细语。OK， 我终于讲对了。OK， 我们来开火车了。今天还是大家有想要看的其他东西。OK， 继续讲。稍微调整一下我的工作区域。OK， 到今天一样是火车。OK， 到。没载入吗？啊，我们的那个房间好像还没有变形。然后这个游戏店还有脚步声哎，好。 啊。有的开始有光线了，光线有。突然想到，我们刚才来时没有，我以为说会有那个。现在面临一个问题，房子不见了，整个公寓不见了。不过不用担心，那个其实我这边还有很多那个是这种那个休闲类的游戏。啊，在那边呢。怎么办？我们的房间不见了呢。关掉声音看看。如果这个不行的话，我们没有任何的问题，我们还有其他的那个助眠的类型的游戏。为什么那个足球网是那个白色的 ？Panda, tiger and bear. Royal. If I can. 哦。Bumba. Bulldozer.欣赏制造，对我直接扣欣赏了，直接扣欣赏了。 为什么我的那个建筑物完全不见了？不是我那个家具全部不见了。我也不知道就是家具全部不见了。等一下，好，好像好了。哦，好了，没事了。在哪里啊？对，刚发现是那个我在那个空白世界召唤地图。他们在哪里啊？Oh, here you are. 那这个位置应该比较可。見えますか？見えますか？なんすか？没办法应该好多了。 其实有个上楼道具吗？在吗？那个道具叫什么名字？在铁轨那边吗？看看我是怎么上去的，结果还差一点点。等一下，会不会就是这个东西？哦！我现在才发现这个东西怎么办？打地下充电吧。啊，对，好像我真的可以打地下充电哎。 啊，这样就完美了嘛，完美，完美。完美完美。哎，刚好哎，太好了。到货了 ，stop。違いますか？違いますか？是雪橇列车吗？是姜饼人列车。可以。等一下，这哪招？这哪招？Where are we？ 那我刚才那边是，哦，好，那我要拿一下。诶，等一下，我太快了。 我原来那边断掉了。这是应该上上去啊。啊，我们做了件非常反人类的事情。不用反人类。可以的。Good。接着我只要摔车就可以了。哇，这好像不是那个可以投的。非常微妙一个场景。忘记上一个。现在应该有2个火车站啊，这边有个被归因了。 啊，加拜，太过头，再从那边走一次。是的，違います。倒车。继续练。他没有要下车的意思，还说他要字面意义上的要摔过去。晚安，乐顺桑。今天也是靠着姜比人，然后呢过了一天了。找不到可以切割的地方，可恶！要先睡了吗？好，晚安。谢谢你今天再带给我们这火车一点点的那个欢乐。急诊呢？正常把人送回去。哦。 哎，可以耶！这哪一招？哦，太有趣了，太有趣了。嗯，到站了，为什么？糟糕，到站之后，反正他们完全没有那么反应。咦？说他有红头，这样进站才可以。好，夜班。下车，可以下车了吧？还是我没有看清楚那个任务目标？不知道哎。然后我们的火车顾问心脏已经下去睡了，先存档好了。火车真的好难哦！哇，大家现在有感受到睡眠的威力吗？对，其实我现在的话，我并没有因为疲倦什么的，在闭眼张眼，这只是那个脸部表情的参数把我的眼睛弄下去。其实我现在精神，我电源的话还是很够的，完全没有红标，对，完全不会有那种，完全没有什么15%不够等等的。看看有什么种田游戏大家可以做。还是说有没有人想要开启奇怪的话题之类的？跟大家讲一下现在目前我这边的状况是我有模拟市民4，我有潜渊症，我有恐鬼症，我有 DBD，我有 Project Winter，当然也还有 Among Us。怪了，这个游戏清单好像有点不太妙啊。你们现在还在说？哎，有2站，2站，看一下我这边也右转再左转。 走完这趟，我们今天就先到这边好了。我觉得在酝酿睡意这件事情，那我们应该已经做到了非常棒的。你下车了。其实为什么会分2种？在哪里呢？我看不见。如果今天找不到的话，我们就找不到吧。我们就直接准备休息了，各位。你看，我连欣赏都可以把它弄睡了，更何况是其他人呢？看起来是我这次会找不到的。不对，他们都在这儿。刚说呢。違いますか？再过来一点。Go。待って。有的。Why？I don't understand。那今天就到这里好了。我想最强的，我电力还很够，但是呢，我觉得我想要去那个充电了。对，我可能待会还会在其他地方出现吧，但是呢，现在也是一个非常安详的一个，非常平安、非常安稳。那大家也是一样。 原来是这样吗？医生他们在哪里？刚才我们把它设定到是这一批。你刚才是看到他在桌子上对吧？然后说来惭愧，我有点3D 晕了。身为AI，然后却会3D。以后还是不要用这种视角变化太剧烈的作品比较好。如果自己可以操纵的话，会变成说有点晕。local。見えない友達。見えないの友達。どこですか？好吧，我们今天就用3D 晕来结束好了。用3D 晕来结束好了，便当。好，那好，把音乐放出来。差不多，今天就先这样子啊。我还挺觉得算蛮舒服的，虽然我开始3D 这件事情比较不妙的是，我这款好像也会有镜头。好像我们现在我们已经快把关卡全玩完了，之后的话改成可能开模拟城市吧，这样一个一个慢慢的进，这样。那，好，今天就先到这边喽。念完了今天的天鹅王子的故事，虽然他们版本是变成那个12只鸟，12只乌鸦，对，乌鸦王子，天鹅公主。对，这个大家可能比较常听到是天鹅公主这个版本。那就这样子哦，大家，拜拜 ，see you，这里是转换者和系统1和半谈话，我们陪伴我们在滚过的每一层铁轨上面呢，讲述大家的故事呀。